Let's, yeah, let's head up to the chemist. Hmm. There's half elf, she elf, hooker. I like how the hooker's just standing right outside his house. Alright, let's head down here and interrogate the guy about Kalstad? Yes, interrogate him about himself.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
I heard the Witcher Brenningar was working for you.
I heard Witcher Berengar was working for you.
I hoped you wouldn't discover that.
Care to elaborate?
I hired him to investigate the Swamp Tower. I didn't want to scare you, but I still have designs on that structure.
You hired him and he disappeared. Didn't you find that odd?
It's why I want you to solve the riddle. Maybe you can also discover what befell Berengar.
What do you think happened?
My competitors for that knowledge might have disposed of Berengar. He left this book with me. You might find it useful.
Let's talk about Salamandra.
Let's talk about Salamandra. I think you're in league with them.
What, me? Why?
That's what I'd like to know.
What is it you're after?
He's an alchemist who wants to find his way into the tower because of what secrets that could be in there. But at the same time, Salamandra having access to mutations is probably as big as, if not greater than, what it could be in the tower. How anything in the tower, depending on how it's stored, could just be rotten away. While Salamandra has the stuff and it's, fine. Like, think of it this way. The tower is in a swamp. If it's not, and it's faded into legend, like the stories about it. And so, depending on how things are stored, you could just come in and find moldy scrolls. Then again, it's, might be worth still checking. Basically, my point was, Salamander, they actually have the shit, while the other towers possibly doesn't. So that goes there, but at least everything we have so far doesn't really lead you to him being part of Salamandra. Really. Let's see what he puts down here. The alchemist sometimes uses with the service of witchers. Brenningar used to work for him. Brenningar remained one step ahead of me. He was in Vizima where he was hired by Kalkstein, the alchemist, just like me. So interesting. No. And this is it. Oh, it's more things that were stolen from Kilmorden. Kiss staunches any bleeding and raises resistance to it. Insectoid oil increases damage caused to insectoids. Argentina increases damage caused by monsters, caused to monsters sensitive to silver. No, he doesn't really have to. Oh, about the tower.
About the tower.
Yes?
I have new information on the tower.
I forgot I had this.
Before this tower, the mage erected 2 others, but both collapsed. This one served as his house and lab.
I knew that. Anything more?
The mage lived there until he disappeared, most likely dead. He constructed clay golems that served him, but hardly seemed a major achievement.
Really? I didn't remember
I
that.
agree with the legends of the century.
Yeah,
There
I
were
didn't
10
send it.
cornerstones involving the elements and threads of fate from which all this was born.
Sephiroth! So the old scrolls are true!
One book contained hints of the stone's whereabouts.
We must find all 10 Sephiroth. I own one of them, Chokmah, the Stone of Wisdom.
I suppose
I think I pronounced that right.
Yes. Near the tower, you'll find a circle of stone obelisks. When you have all 10 Sephiroth, place them on the obelisks. Ah, so close. What a breakthrough. I'll abolish the theory of those stuffy professors in Oxenfort. I'll destroy them, smash them.
Kalkstein, don't get worked up until I find the stones, which won't be easy. The information in these books is murky at best.
Sorry, could you show me these books? I'll make notes for you.
Here.
There you are.
Also, is there a ye olden KFC? I need to go get more chicken legs. Apparently, the statues that give us these things like them. Oh, Temps. Temps? Yes, Temps. Tips. In his sharp, wee, and kind hand, he throws some notes. Let's walk. No, he can't drop it, annoyingly. Journal. I'm already halfway there. Nice. Glossary. This is it. Compassion. Okay, so Ludarvin. Okay, I'll have to find that. Mercy. Leader of Brickmakers. Kingdom Malkad, the sewers beneath Vizima, one of my favorite places. Kalkstein must have had a gnome for an ancestor if he managed to associate the sewers with a bit from a book. Understanding, power, glory. Remember the statue in St. Lebioda's hospital? The statues of Ting and the one in one swamp and the other in St. Lebioda. I've no idea what prayer without fate can possibly mean, but it's worth a try. Foundation, the cave in the swamp. More evidence to show that Kalsad's ancestors were gnomes. Cave in the swamp and the concepts of a foundation. I can't make anything of it. We'll see. Victory. The Tower Sentry. Right, that wasn't hard, except I need to defeat him. Crown. Keith and R. Destiny. Here Kalsad outdid himself. His notes indicate I will find the last separate by chance. For instance, while sitting in the privy, or in the roast chicken I order at the Hairy Bear. An unknown. Destiny will throw it in my hands. Next time I see Kalstad, I'll ask him if he hides his gnomish roots on purpose, fearing racial persecution. Is that actually an option? Damn it. I was wondering if there was an option.
See ya.
And also, are gnomes actually in this thing? I thought someone, when it was brought up before, someone was just referring to the dwarves as gnomes. But considering Geralt is doing it now, I'm questioning that.
That formula needs rethinking.
Okay, he has some alcohol. Ooh, book. I already have it. Let's see if there's any alcohol up here because I need some to get the guards drunk. Grab too much junk that goes in my main inventory rather than my reagent one. I was assuming it went into my reagent one while I was grabbing it. It just clicked with me now that it did, that it doesn't. Here I've recorded an hour-ish. I don't know. The Green Light District. Let's go to the Hairy Bear.
I'm getting out of here.
Hairy Bear. Hook a right. Let's see. Down this ramp. I'll eventually get used to this, navigating this place, but by the time I am, I'll probably be moving on to the next part. I want to bet that they're associated with Salamandra.
If he wants snow from me, he should earn it. Got coin for a brew?
Snatch a beggar's ball.
Has an idea. Which one?
Anytime.
Bribing guards empties my purse.
I say I deal with Jethro, they leave me alone.
Connections are everything.
And they're just cycling through the same conversation so fast they don't actually take a break. It seems like it's just like the conversation ends, starts again, ends and starts again. It's kind of strange in all honesty.
Whatever you can say. Simple. I tell him to pay.
How are things?
Oh,
Anyone
this is a
care
good
to
idea to ask.
I play professionally, I'd say.
Care for a game?
No offense, but I play professionals. Play Carmen in the brothel across the way. You might also practice with Zoltan.
Oh, here is Zoltan. Wasn't here the last time.
Witcher,
Zoltan Shive, good to see you.
you got inside the town?
He would have said different things if we were still out in the outskirts, but apologies about that. I kind of forgot about it.
Get in.
Nasty non-humans will always find a way to sneak into human homes.
True enough. Listen, Zoltan, I wanted to talk to you.
Yes?
Who's the richest person in Vizima's temple quarter? 1 second.
Who's the richest person in Vizima's temple quarter?
Used to be Vivaldi, but now Declan Luvarden's your man. The guy shits gold.
Beautiful analogy. Thanks.
Yes?
I remember hearing one before from the woman of Analog Code Gaming. I don't remember her name. Christy, I think. Dipping your balls in gold.
Know anything about Vivaldi's bank?
Now it's only Vivaldi's by name.
How so?
New owners. Humans.
That explains a lot.
Really?
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Ever considered marriage, Geralt?
My profession's not exactly conducive to marriage. Infertility, incessant risk, travel. Not many women would agree to that.
You see, I'm having doubts.
Go on.
I haven't seen her for some time, and I'm getting jealous. She-dwarves are so desirable.
I suggest we drink heavily, if that doesn't help.
You mocking me?
I wouldn't dare.
Hardly something to laugh about.
To be honest with Geralt, I'm not actually sure if he is mocking him or not. I think, honestly, I think he is, but right now, it's like, he could be being sincere here. Or just looking for a chance to get drunk. I'm not sure.
Got a minute?
What's eating you?
I warn you, some philosophy's involved.
The meaning of life, eh?
The evil that witchers fight stems from chaos, from actions aimed at disturbing order. For where evil spreads, order cannot be established. Instead of the light of wisdom, the glimmer of hope, and the glow of warmth, darkness ensues. And in darkness you find nothing but blood, fangs, and claws. Like in the outskirts.
Nicely put, but as young Cero said to King Verdank on their first date, does it have any practical uses?
The right of witchers to live and function in this world has fallen out of balance, because the struggle between good and evil now plays out on a different battlefield with different rules. Evil has ceased being chaotic. No longer a blind elemental power, evil follows rules according to the rights it's been granted. It functions in line with treaties.
That's progress. With more of us living longer, we can slaughter one another in the thousands. Progress is like a herd of pigs. The herd brings many benefits, but no one should wonder at all the shit.
Shit or no shit, witchers exist to slay monsters. How can I when the real monsters hide behind ideals, faith, or the law?
The biggest evil is moral relativity, which kills more than the Catriona plague and dragons combined. Witchers will always be needed, no matter where that pig herd leads us.
Yeah. Witches will always be handy to have around. Though, I'm getting very concerned for this guy. Just look at the eyes. They're glitching through his eyelids. Oh. He fixed for a moment, but no. He was very happy working this way right now.
Thanks, Zoltan.
I'll buy some cheap powder. Find customers, grow wealthy.
Okay, we just knocked one suspect off the list. Also, remember the dwarf that we were friends with? He was saying that he only plays professionals and all that. Is he the guy, the middleman? Possibly. Not sure though. When I come back, as I'm thinking of just talking to Vivendi and then leaving, well, ending this session. It's a bit of a short one. It still will get, like, if there's like 3 usable hours. No, not 3 usable hours. An hour, I'll get 3 usable episodes, which is like a day's worth of content. Well, no, not a day's worth of content. It's 3 days worth of content.
What brings you here?
It's just my positions. I
hope you recover your assets.
That bank has belonged to my family for ages, and now some human. You call this justice?
No, I don't call justice. I'm hoping you get it back. It's like we're having different conversations.
I've figured out Azar Javed's contacts.
Interesting.
Sorry I suspected you. I know you've lost control of your bank.
Kind to be so frank with a dwarf.
Anytime.
I have information about Javed that might be useful.
Even the smallest details sometimes are.
I saw his name in old files. He paid tuition at the Sorcerer School in Barnard. He was expelled after taking an interest in dark magic. He stopped paying tuition, and that was the last trace of him in our system. You're dealing with a renegade, and a dangerous one at that.
Oh, that's great. Oh, Zoltan. What timing you just wander in?
Yes?
Got a minute?
What's eating you?
Is he going to say something different this time?
Philosophies involved.
The meaning of life, eh?
The evil that witchers fight stems from
Nicely put, but as young Cero
I like that.
Verdank on their first date.
the right of
That's progress.
shit or...
The biggest evil, witchers.
I'm not so sure.
Let me tell you something, Witcher. Once, we led a group of women and children through a war-torn land. They slowed us down. We had to feed them, protect them. And we had to hide in the woods to pee instead of passing by the road. In short, they were a burden, and ungrateful at that. Know why we helped them? It was the right thing to do.
Huh.
I understand. Thanks.
Yes?
We can go
Got
about
it.
this a few times, so let's see.
The eve,
Nice
the right of
progress.
shit.
The beggar. Which?
I'm not so.
Let me. It was the.
That means nothing.
Don't make me angry, 'cause I smack hard when I'm riled. It's the good you spoke of. If you want a scholar's word, read Visigotta of Corvo.
Is that actually a book we can get to read?
Okay, I understand.
Would certainly add a bit.
Thanks. Farewell.
Yes?
Okay, now we have to go through another time.
What's eating you?
I'll try and speed through it like I did
Shit.
each time, but
I'm not.
Let me.
That me.
Don't make. If you want.
I'm not persuaded, but thanks. Farewell.
okay. We tried. I realized they were friends. Are you running a stall? Or are you just standing here by a stall?
Beware if you intend to stay. Fanatics hunt non-humans at night. I miss...
No. Alright, painted on the doors. Alright, let's head this way. Don't really know what to do next. Actually, let's head to the hairy bin. Yes, the hairy bin. The hairy bear. I want to have a quick look around. Apparently, the guy who buys salamander tokens is here. Let's see if I can find them.
I'm dying. I know it.
If I can, then I might make a bit of cash. It'd be nice if I could keep turning in the tokens, like, well, say for every 10 I could turn them in, even if the reward does get smaller. Maybe not each time, but does drop in price. That was something. Wait. Guy back here by the name of Ram's Meat.
What you want, freak?
I have some questions.
You haven't the faintest idea who you're talking to, freak. One word, and before you count to 3, you'll be facing a dozen hardened assassins.
You'll be dead before you count to 3.
Well, the cub growls, but does it bite? I could use someone for wet work.
I despise your kind, or I'll think about it.
I despise your kind.
Contempt, wolf cub, is the privilege of the prudent. In all others, it's a sign of youth and ignorance. I'll piss on your juvenile.
Grolls is probably older than him. That's a side point.
Do you want?
How's things?
Old whores have wings. Beat it, Witcher.
I don't understand what that is. What that means in the slightest. Also, I told her I could get something out of him. I met Ramsmeet, the leader of a local gang from the Temple Quarter. He did make a good impression. I think the feeling was mutual.
Damn it.
So long.
Nah. really see anyone that stands out. Oh, the corpse is gone, at the very least. Of course, maybe... Fuck. Was Coleman the guy who bought the salamander tokens? I don't think so. The reason I know the stuff about him is I checked the wiki. But I don't remember it saying he bought them. Alright, I'm going to save here, folks, and I'll be back probably later today to record more. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon to record more soon. So, talk to you next time, folks. Adios.